Good morning, sir. Good morning, classmate. So we are the Group 1 presenter, and our topic, it's all about the aquatic ecology. In my task to be discussed, it's all about the tropical level. So tropical level is a step in nutritive series of or called food chain of an ecosystem. So ang tropical level kuno also called as a food chains of an ecosystem. So the organism of a chain are classified into the level on basis on their feeding behavior. So sa food chain, ang organism kuno sa chain are classified, no, gi-classified siya into the level, no, based on their kanang dawi sila or kinsa ang ilang ginakaon. So the first level contains the producer, no, kaning producer mao ni siya ang ginakaon, no, ngadto sa mga secondary called the green plants, no. Everything nga makita nimo nga sagbot or green plant nga ginakaon sa mga other animals, that is called a producer, which is the green plant, no, nga nagkuha siya source sayang energy through sun. Then pag abot niya na na-produce na niyang energy, then ginakaon siya into the secondary level. So the plant or their producer are consumed by the second level organism, the herbivores or kanang gitawag nila nga plant eaters. Now then after that, the third level is a primary carnivorous or gitawag nila nga meat eaters. Eat the herbivores. Kaning primary consumer, meaning kaning meat eaters eat the herbivores. So ang secondary level ang producer ginakaon sa secondary level, then ang secondary level ginakaon siya, no, ngadto sa primary level, which is the meat eater. So mao nang ang food chains gitawag siya, no. Another definition for the food chain is in ecology is the sequence of the transferring of matter or energy into the form of food from organism to organism. So maunang ang producer ginakaon siya into the second level, which is the herbivores, no, the plant eater. Then the plant eater, no, ginakaon siya into the carnivorous, o ginakaon siya carnivorous, which is the meat eater. So and the fourth level secondary carnivorous, eaten by the primary carnivorous. These categories are not strictly defined, as many organisms feed of the several trophic level. So for example, some carnivorous also consume plant material and carrion and called omnivorous, and some herbivores occasionally consume animals matter. So as a separate tropical level, the decomposer or the transformers consist of organisms such as bacteria and fungi that break down dead organisms that and waste material into nutrient usable by the procedure. So the next reporter will explain about the food chain.
Hi everyone, hi sir, I'm Jasamir G. DND, and I will going to discuss what is tropical level. And this is the continuation of Mr. Elodo, then let's proceed to. A tropical level refers to the position of an organism, occupies in a food web or food chain, indicates its feeding relationship with other organisms. So, tropical level is that non-SCGI primary producer, herbivores, like omnivores, like then apex predator. So in the primary producer, level 1 is first is plants, algae, and some bacteria that produce their own food through photosynthesis, through sun. And then herbivorous, level 2 animals that set primary producer. Then omnivorous, level 3 animals that eat herbivores or other carnivores. Then apex predator, level 4 top predators that have no natural predators in their ecosystem. So this is my examples of what is tropical level. So that's all. Thank you.
Good day, sir. I am Princess Danilin Vicaballes. My topic for today is all about food web. Food web, a complex network of interconnecting and overlapping food chains showing feeding relationships within a community. A food chain shows how matter and energy from food are transferred from one organism to another, whereas a food web illustrates how food chains intertwine in an ecosystem. Food webs also demonstrates that most organisms consume or are consumed by more than one species, which food chain often do not show. So imagine a food chain like a single line of dominoes. One organism eats another and so on. A food web is like a bunch of those domino lines all tangled together. So it shows how many different creatures are connected through what they eat. Instead of just one thing eating another, lots of things eat lots of other things. It creates a complex web of life. That's all. Thank you.
So good day again everyone. Sir, good day. My name is Aina Aton and I will be reporting the continuation of the topic aquatic ecology. So again, aquatic ecology means the interaction of the organisms to the environment. So when in terms to form or structure of the process of the transferring of energy from the producer to the higher, or what we call the eating behavior of the organisms, there are also structure of transferring energy in aquatic ecology. So there are different structure in aquatic ecology such as food web and food chain. Those structure are powered by the sun, meaning there is no food web without the sun. Also, food webs are divided into two main categories. Number one is the producers, also called the autotrophs, which make their own food, and consumers, also called the heterotrophs, which depend on the producers or other consumers for nourishment. Example here are the pest larvae of the Colorado potato beetle. The scientific name is Leptonotarsa decemliniata. Feeding on leaves, there it shows that the natural feeding habits of the potato beetle. In general, the food energy in an ecosystem can be put throughout as being structured like a pyramid, in which the energy is moving upward, and each of that level in this energy is pyramid corresponds to a trophic level or the feeding level. The producers form as the pyramids based, as we know that plants are the most recognizable producers, but also algae, phytoplankton, and other organisms are also included in this category. So most producers use photosynthesis to create food for other organisms. So for example, an oak tree is an example of the producer. It produces leaves that are eaten by insects and birds, and acorns that are consumed by squirrels and other mammals.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, classmates. This is the continuation of Miss Aina Aton's report. So, in summary na lang ni, the primary consumers daw mao ang mga herbivore, nga makaon lang sila og mga tanom or ginatawag na sila og mga producers. Just like insect nga mukaon sa ila, mukaon sa mga dahon. Pero ang mga omnivores just like opossum or raccoon, mahimo na silang primary consumers kung tanom ra ilang ginakaon. No, ang secondary consumers mao ang mga carnivore or omnivore nga mukaon sa primary consumers. Just like sa mga halas ng mga gagmay nga mga isda o mga lawa-lawa. Ang tertiary consumers kasagaran mga dagkon na sila nga mga hayop, no, nga mukaon sa mga secondary consumers. Just like kanang mga wolf, no, mga fox, then ang mga birds nga kanang mukaon ni sila og meat, especially kanang mga dagko nga mga isda. mao na sila ang mga tertiary. Pero nayuban nga importante nga mga members sa food web, no, mga mao na silang gitawag nga detritivore or mga decomposers, no. Ang detritivores just like mao na siyang mga for example na mga microorganisms na sila, no, or na ba mga microorganism na po mga macro nga mukaon na sila og mga patay nga lawas, which is ang ilang himuna na, no, ilang i-decompose, no, just like mga fungi or mga bacteria, no, ilang i-breakdown ng mga patay nga lawas sa mga animals, no, mahimo na sila nga mga organic materials nga mohatag og nutrients sa mga plants o magamit nila sa pagtubo sa mga plants. Mga isa nga importante pod nga member sa food web. So that's all. Thank you.
So good day, sir. So my name is Shalami P. Horanes, and my topic for today is all about food web interaction. So food web interaction defect various interactions between sa producers, consumers, and decomposers. So gina-highlight diri ang interconnectedness of life in an ecosystem. So kung diin nga ang multiple organisms can be connected through different feeding paths. So through sa mga definitions nga ginabasa nako, gi-explore diri sa kaning idea nga ang food web is more complex than the simple straight line structure of food chains. While ang food chains is nagpakita siya ng clear path from producers to consumers. So example is ang carnivores and omnivores is dili sila kakaon og isa lang ka type nga prey. So they may consume animals from different trophic levels. So kaning nga flexibility is key for survival para sa ila and makes the food web more dynamic. So like say squirrel pod nga example sa katong definitions is naa siya multiple rows. It feeds on variety of items such as fruits, seeds, fungi, and insects nga making it part of several food chains. At the same time, it serves as prey for predators like foxes, hawks, and owls. For example po, diri is ang forest ecosystems. So, for example, is ang plants. Ang plants is isa siya ka producers. So, ang plants is ginakaon siya sa insects. So, ang insects na pod is isa na po siya ka primary consumers. Then, katong insect na pod is ginakaon na po siya sa birds. So, ang birds na pod is mahimo na po siyang secondary consumers. While ang katong birds na pod is ginakaon na po siya sa hawks. While ang hawks is mahimo na po siyang tertiary consumer.
Hi sir, this is my topic for our report. So the tropic pyramid. So tropical pyramid is the basic structure of interaction in all biological communities, characterized by the manner in which food energy is passed from one tropic level to along the food chain. At the base of the pyramid is composed of the species called autotrophs, the primary producers of the ecosystem. All other organisms of the ecosystem is called heterotrophs, which either directly or indirectly depend on the primary producers for food energy. Within all biological communities, energy at each trophic level is lost in the form of heat, as much as 80% to 90%. As organisms expend energy for metabolic processes, such as staying warm and digesting food, see biosphere, the organism and the environment, and the resources of the biosphere, which is the flow of energy. So the higher the organism is on the trophic pyramid, the lower the amount available energy. For example, plants and the other autotrophs, like primary autotrophs, then only a fraction of the enormous amount of the solar energy they have access to in energy. Herbivores and detritivores are the primary consumers. Take in less available because they are limited by the biomass of plants. So like ang tropic pyramid daw is basically ang structure na is sa pagkaon sa ecosystem. Sa base ana kay ang naadra ang autotrophs, which is katong primary consumers. Sila ang mga plants and other organisms nga makaproduce og ilang own food like through photosynthesis, and sila ang primary producer sa masanay ng ganina. So, then above them kay ang mga consumers or ang tawag na to og heterotrophs. So sila kay di man sila kabalo maghimo og ilang own food, so magdepend sila og sa mga autotrophs, either directly like mga herbivores nga mokaon og plants or indirectly like carnivores nga mokaon og other animals. So but here's the thing, every time magpass ang energy from one level to another is mawala jud siya partly as heat. Like magamit ang 80% to 90% ma-waste kay magamit sa organisms para sa ilang mga metabolic activities like keeping warm or digesting food. So ang energy nga maabot sa next level kay gamay ra. Then that's why mas taas pa sa pyramid, mas gamay imong makuha na energy. For example, ang plants is naa sila access sa daghan kaayo nga solar energy. Pero gamay ra ilang ma-convert into usable energy. Unya ang mga animals nga mokaon sa plants, mas gamay ilang makuha kay depende ra sila sa biomass sa plants. So sa tibok chain or food chain is gamay ra jud ang energy nga maabot sa mga top predators. So that's all.
Morning everyone, continuation is sa report ni Ms. Solis. So ecosystem energy transfer. Figure 2, transfer of energy through an ecosystem. At each trophic level, only a small proportion of energy, approximately 10%, is transferred to the next level. So, there is a bottom level na ay producer. So, plants at the base capture solar energy. They are primary source of energy for the entire system. Then, sa second level, natay primary consumers. So, herbivores like kanang cow deha baka. Eats the plant, they only obtain about 10% of energy stored in the plants, kaya ang the rest is ma-lost man tungod sa heat during metabolic process. Then, pag-abot sa third level, natay secondary consumers. So, small carnivores, so like kanang na snake diha, eat the herbivores, getting only about 10% of energy. So, again, most of energy is ma-lose ra siya sa heat. Abot sa top level is natay tertiary consumer, kanang large carnivores which is ang eagle. So eat the smaller carnivores, receiving a tiny fraction of the original solar energy. So in short, energy decreases significantly as moves of a food change. So this is where typically fewer large predators than herbivores and far fewer large predators than plants. So the ecosystem is not perfectly efficient. Much energy is lost as heat at each steps.
So good morning, sir. I am the reporter of Trophic Pyramid. So energy flow, heat loss, and the relative amount of biomass occurring at the various trophic levels within a generalized land ecosystem. So, diha sa picture, sir, is makita nimo ang grass is ang producer, and then ang rabbit is ang primary consumer, ang snake is ang secondary consumer, and then ang eagle is ang tertiary consumer. So, first is makakuha og energy ang grass dito sa sun. And the next is kanon dayon sa rabbit ang grass but doesn't get all the energy from the grass. Kay some is lost as heat and used by the grassman. So the next is snake eats the rabbit, but again some energy is lost. So next sir is kanon dayon sa eagle ang snake, but the process is magbalik-balik ra ang proseso. So the eagle has the least amount of energy available kay tungod sa so much energy na nawaya sa iya and each previous level. So that's why the pyramid gets smaller as it goes by. So that's all. Thank you.